Okay, so hello and happy Friday. I'm about to prep for my show. I do have a show scheduled for later tonight at 9:45 p.m. So I have a lot of inventory that I need to basically hang up and prep. Anyways, I was supposed to have a show on Wednesday and Thursday, but I ended up rescheduling those. So I have tons of new inventory. I got a few pieces each day, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I have some new jewelry pieces coming in tomorrow that I'm really excited for. I'm actually going to be hosting my first jewelry show tomorrow, so I'm really excited for that. But if you are new here, hi, my name is Ashley. My content revolves around me kind of filming behind the scenes of running my small business. I'm mostly a whatnot live seller now, so I host live shows selling women's mostly plus size clothing, though I'm kind of in the transition right now of adding small, medium, large, but I think that's going to be a bit slow. But anyways, if you are new, consider subscribing. I wanted this video to be a bit of a chit chat while I'm kind of adding items to my gear and prepping for tonight's show. So as I'm doing that, I'll kind of chit chat and talk about a lot of things that have been happening in regards to my business and a bit of an update for you. I've gotten a few questions in regards to if I'm no longer selling on Poshmark, and the thing is I am. Why did I take this off? I did take a bit of a break off of Poshmark, mostly because I feel like my business kind of plateaued on that platform. Don't get me wrong, I feel like I was still making a decent amount, but it kind of plateaued. I was only hitting specific numbers, and I kind of got tired of showing up and not making as much as I would have liked to have made. So yeah, I feel like my business kind of just plateaued on there. I know right now they have this policy change. I have no idea what the heck they're doing. They're just literally all over the place. There's always something with them. I'm not going to lie, I'm very happy that I did make the transition of coming to Whatnot. That was something that I was dreading on starting doing, but I'm so happy that I did, because I feel like it has been a slow transition, but I'm so glad I did it. I think my plan with Poshmark is going to be a little bit different. I'm actually really excited though for Poshmark. It's not going to be my sole. I'm going to be kind of over here, so you're not going to be able to see me. But Poshmark is no longer going to be my number one platform. Don't plan on completely giving up on it, but I don't see myself having as many shows as I once did. So my plan with Poshmark is to have one show a week on Poshmark, and then I'm thinking about doing a complete clear out of all of the inventory that I have in my Poshmark closet. I think I have around 270 pieces. I'm gonna literally, not right now because people are getting banned for deleting or marking things not for sale, so I don't know if I'm gonna do it now, but maybe I'll slowly start deleting items. I just don't want to get banned. So have one 3-hour show a week, just to make sure I'm still showing up, because the biggest thing for me right now is the ladies there, my customers. I don't want to completely abandon them, so I'm still gonna show up once a week. I think maybe on Mondays. I think that's gonna be my day, Monday evening. And then spend most of my time on Whatnot. I'm so close to hitting the 1,000 items sold to get same day payout, which is something that I'm really looking forward to. I think I need 255 more items to sell in order to kind of hit that, so that's very exciting. Right now with Poshmark's new policy, I have no idea what the heck is happening with that. I feel like they're shooting themselves in their own foot. I've been hearing a lot of sellers say that they're trying to push their promoted closet, which makes sense. Personally, I've tried their promoted closet. It doesn't work with me. I think I got a $20 credit to try it out. I think it was $20 or $40. I can't remember, but it didn't make sense. I sold one item for $16. So I didn't even recoup what I would have invested in it, if that makes sense. So it was just not worth it for me, so that's why I did not do it. I actually got recently another $20 credit, but I'm not even gonna give it a go. I just don't think it's worth the time. Yeah, but their new policy is crazy. I've been hearing a lot of people getting banned. I've been deleting stuff that has sold, because I do live selling on Whatnot now, so anything that's sold on Whatnot, I do delete it from my Poshmark closet, and luckily I have not gotten banned yet. So hopefully it just kind of stays like that, because I just don't want to deal with that, even though I'm no longer like putting tons of energy into it. It's just, yeah. I am following Poshmark on Instagram, and it was so funny because someone Poshmark had actually posted a video, a reel, I don't even know, maybe a photo of them kind of announcing Posh Fest and to buy tickets and that they're available, yada yada yada. And some girl had actually commented on the post, and she was like, y'all need to get y'all stuff in order before you decide to have a fest. I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, it's a bit of a disaster, train wreck over there. Yeah, it's a bit of a disaster. Hold on, there was a few key points that I wanted to talk about. I feel like I'm all over the place. Okay, my new plans with Poshmark, yes. So I want to have a complete like clear out, like literally every single item that's in my closet. I think I'm gonna literally take every single listing off. Other than like my boutique pieces or items that I'm gonna need for my live shows. Because as you may or may not know, depending if you're new or not, but I mostly focus on boutique pieces. I started with thrifted items, but then I converted into boutique pieces, which I kind of feel like I shot myself in the foot by doing that, because my cost of goods is a little bit, it's higher in comparison to like thrifted items or secondhand items. What was I getting at? Oh, so I want to do a complete clear out on Poshmark, get everything off, and then have a $3 clear out show on Whatnot, because as you know, on Poshmark you have a $3 show, you make 5 cents, which is ridiculous because they take $2.95. Whatnot, you make a little bit more. So, and I feel like there's a lot more movement on Whatnot. So I think that's going to be my plan. And then I'm going to start completely a new, fresh closet on Poshmark, essentially, which is going to be my same closet, but just clear it all out and then slowly start bringing in pieces. I actually purchased my first bell a couple weeks ago, maybe like 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Basically, I'll put a picture of what it looks like. It's this big old thing full of secondhand clothes. I paid roughly around like $120 for the thing. It was 100 pounds. It was quite an experience. Would I do it again? I think I would. I would probably try it one more time just to do kind of like an unboxing, like a video, and then just to give it another shot, because they had like different categories. But that was a bit of an experience. I did have to wash a lot of items, and I don't think I'm still going back and forth if it was worth it, because I did get a few really good pieces. I got a Farm Rio piece, I got a Lululemon piece, I got a few Athleta. So overall, I do think I'll make my money back, but I don't know if it's worth putting all of that like washing and listing, because I'm not much of a lister, but I am going to try to get back into that. Anyways, that's going to be my plan basically on Poshmark. Clean out the whole entire closet and start fresh. Start listing pieces that I know for sure have like a good sell-through rate and everything. And then obviously the items that I'm going to sell through my shows, my boutique pieces. So that's going to be my plan with that. Also, another thing that I kind of wanted to talk about was the last video I posted was February, and I did take a bit of a break in regards to posting and having shows on Poshmark, mostly because, again, like how I said, like I felt like I hit a plateau. I was only making like $200 to $300 per show, which is still good because I would only jump on for like 2 hours, 3 hours. But it gets to a point where I've been doing this for 2 years. This is going to be, I'm going into my 3rd year. And after a while, you kind of expect, I feel like my first year was me trying to figure all of this out. And then 2nd year, okay, how can I scale it? And then 3rd year, I just want to continue growing, and I feel like I kind of hit a wall and I was just not growing. I would jump on and I knew I would only make that much, which is still good. It's still good. It's still really good. Considering when I first started, I would have been so happy to make that much, but it just gets to a point where, you're kind of expecting more. As you go on, you're hoping to make a little bit more. And so I wasn't seeing that growth on there. And so it kind of just really was very demotivating. And then Poshmark taking 20%, which is very hefty. Did my taxes. I saw how much Poshmark kept and I was not happy about it. Yeah, so they kept a good chunk, which I know people are like, well, they handle all of the returns, how many items are being returned. And if there's so much, if you're constantly seeing, you know, to where you're needing Poshmark to jump in, then you have a problem. Poshmark, the last time Poshmark jumped into one of my purchases or sales, I can't even remember. It's been months, literally months, maybe probably like a year. Like, I don't even remember when the last time Poshmark had to like intrude. Don't even get me started. I just, ugh. So I say that all to say, yeah, so I took a break. I took a break because I was just getting very, I don't even want to say depressed, because depressed is like a very strong word, but I was just getting very sad, frustrated. I was just not enjoying it. I was despising jumping on and having a show. Like, I really truly was just, because I knew it was just like, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if I was going to make like how much, and it was just, ugh, it was just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And don't get me wrong, I did have to go through all those like growing pains on Whatnot, but Whatnot has been really great. Really, really great. I'm seeing a lot of movement. I'm seeing some growth. I think, of course, it all depends on like your inventory. Like, I think last week I had really like phenomenal inventory, and so I had one of my best shows ever. Surpassed Poshmark. Surpassed the amount I've ever made on Poshmark in one day or one show. So, and I did that in 3 hours, which was crazy. The craziest thing of all. So I'm seeing a lot of growth over here, and the platform is just amazing. Truly wish I had started on there way before, but it's fine. It is what it is. I feel like I had to go through all of that to just appreciate where I'm at right now, that I'm back to doing my little like work with me's. I kind of stopped because I just didn't know what was happening with my business, and I kind of felt bad for not showing all of the like behind the scenes of it, because I feel like I tend to show only the good stuff, which it shouldn't be like that. I should be showing like the good stuff, the bad stuff. And I felt like I just had a period in my business where I was just really not having, it was just not good. I feel like what I should have done is I should have shown that rather than not showing it, because then I feel like it's kind of misleading for me to just show all the good things, because then for anyone that's wanting to do this, it kind of just makes it feel like it's nothing but good times, which is not. You're gonna have ups and downs, and I was in a very down place with my business a couple weeks ago, months ago. I want to say like the beginning of the year, like February, March. And I knew I had to pivot October of last year. I knew it. I was like, I'm going to have to switch. I'm going to have to make transition to Whatnot, but I didn't want to, because I didn't want to go through those growing pains of showing up, having zero sell shows, because that stinks. But I did. I pushed through, and it's getting better. It's not as where I would like it to be, but it's getting a lot better, and I'm very happy about that. It's not always good times, and I feel like I feel like I only show the good times in my business, and I feel like I should have shown a little bit more, but it's fine. You know, you live and you learn. So expect some more work with me's, ship with me's. I'm very excited for the potential on Whatnot. Also, I set a challenge for myself for these 45 days. I think I'm on day like 15 or 18, somewhere around there. I need to double check. And I want to make revenue. I want to make 10 grand in 45 days. I need to double check if I'm on track, because I did take 2 days off. Actually, no, I took more days off, so I need to check to see if I'm on track. But I will update you in regards to that and how that's going, because I wanted to do like a full like calendar and map out everything. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I think I'm on day like 16, and the reason why I'm doing this challenge is because we finally booked our honeymoon If you're new here, we got married in December, and so we finally booked our honeymoon. We're going in 30 days, so I'm on day 15, 16, I don't know, I need to check. Anyways, nowhere crazy, we're going to Vegas, but we love Vegas, so we're gonna go on the second week of June. So that's why I'm kind of doing this little challenge. I just want some extra spending money. The whole trip is already paid for, everything, the flight, the hotel. It's just extra money to like gamble and to eat and we already got our show tickets too. So just extra money, and I really do like the challenge. I feel like I'm the type of person that I have to keep myself like, I have to stay challenged. Like I have to keep myself busy, and set a specific goal. If not, I get very bored. That's one thing about me. So yeah, so I'll update you on that. I'll do like a whole dedicated video on that. Anyways, I kind of wanted to update you in regards to all of that and just get you kind of up to speed in regards to what has been happening with my business, Poshmark, whatnot, and my plans essentially. I do have a live show happening tonight and then tomorrow, May 10th, like at 9 p.m. I'm not too sure what I have it scheduled for. It's gonna be a jewelry show. I'm very excited for that one. That's another category, I guess you could say, category jewelry that I've never dabbled in before. So, well, I've dabbled in it on Poshmark. That's another thing. I feel like my customers on Poshmark and whatnot, they're completely different in regards to fashion. So I feel like I'm starting again and learning what my customers like, their styles, because some of the items that sell over here very well, very fast, they don't sell very well, very fast over here. They actually sit. So that's very interesting. Anyways, I wanted just to kind of update you, get you up to speed, because I know I have been MIA these past couple of weeks, months. But yeah, but expect more ship with me's, work with me's. If you do have any recommendations on video topics or videos that you'd like to see, let me know, because it just really does help me out because I have no idea what to post at times. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Consider subscribing if you are new, and I'll see you in the next one.